What's up, everybody? Welcome to iOS 3 Raw TV. So I want to kind of throw this out there. I was looking at this video on YouTube recently, and it was basically something about The Rock's steroid cycle. And I was like, what? So I clicked on it and watched a little bit of it, and I was like, what the fuck? Listen, guys, I feel like this should be fucking said. I can't tell you how many times I've had a person say, well, I know what fucking this one takes. I know what fucking that one takes. I know how much this one takes. Oh, I know this, I know that. So over the years, there's like rumors of, there was actually Dorian Yates. That's a good place to start. So there were rumors that he had like this special nuclear drug, right? And he had IVs. And they would hook him up to it at night, and he would fucking sleep with the IVs in his arms and shit, right? Like there were rumors of him taking like gorilla hormones and like, definitely horse fucking hormones, but I mean everybody was taking veterinarian shit back then, but like gorilla hormones, like fucking nuclear shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Interleukin 15 or 19 was one of these things. So it's like these crazy things that you're like, wow, that must be why he's so fucking crazy looking, right? People start to believe it, and they spread the fucking rumors. Well, back in the day, Jason Blaha used to have a Instagram, a YouTube channel called Icecream Fitness. Now, I'm not really sure why Icecream Fitness isn't around anymore. Maybe you should shut it down, whatever the case may be. But the video that he had put up one time was about, and this is when him and I were friends back in the day. The video he put up was about how he was talking about Dorian Yates' steroid cycle. And I watched this thing, and I'm like, how the fuck would this guy have any knowledge? So I actually had made a reply video to him, which I think mine still might be up. Maybe his might still be up too. And basically said, look, you don't know what the fuck they're using unless they told you themselves. And he actually made a reply to that saying, yes, I agree with that. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything unless I, first-hand knowledge, etc. Now, this dude that made the video is not hanging with The Rock. He's not giving The Rock his shit. Like, fucking, he's not The Rock his doctor. He's not his fucking training partner. But they put out shit like this, and I'm just like, okay, he might be taking this. He might be taking that. He might be, he might be taking more than we think he is. He might be taking way less than we think he is. It's all just bullshit. It's like hearsay. It's like people just make shit up because they themselves have taken shit. And they look at him and they like estimate, well, he's fucking 6'5" or 6'4", 6'5", whatever he is, 245 now. Well, that comes out to about like this much test, this much training. You're like, what the fuck? Listen, there have been pros that I have known for quite a lot of time. And I've asked them on different occasions what they've taken, and they've been totally honest with me. And they've also said stuff like, that's not all I took, that's just the most I remember taking. In different shows, I took different amounts. I know what some of them do right now for their testosterone therapy or their TRT. Some of them are based with doctors. Some of them are not. And realistically, that's probably the most honest answer that I've ever heard was, well, this is, I was taking, back in the day, I liked D-ball test in DECA, right? But, I would probably do like, 1,000, 1,000, and 50. Like that, that type of mix. But that's not all I took. You know what I mean? Like that was just one that I was fond of. I remember there were so many combinations in between that, you'd write them all down, but then you try to replicate it a year later and the same dosages wouldn't work, the same drugs wouldn't work. I'd have to come up with a new combination. There was no definitive combination to make me look a certain way. So it evolved as you went along, and by the end of your career, you've pretty much experimented with all these bodybuilding drugs, and certain ones did certain things, and every single show, it was like a crapshoot. You'd start out with what you normally did, and you'd have it all planned out, and like a quarter of the way through it, things would start changing. You'd be adjusting, add this, take this out, increase the dosage of that, decrease the dosage of that, until you finally get to your end result, and you look back, there's all these changes that were random. You may try to do it again the following year, which Dante Trudell is really good at this. After you take your workbook, which is what you put all your workouts and stuff in, when you're done with that year, he says, good, throw it out and start a new one. Like, you don't even go back because the body's adapted. So that's what these pro bodybuilders have told me, and then like Rich Piana put it flat out there. I don't remember, it was like his bigger by the day cycle or something like that. Whatever he was doing, it was what he was talking about, what he was taking. He said, well, this is not all that I will take because halfway through this will start, not working or whatever. This will work too good, so I'll have to reduce the dosage of this, increase the dosage of this, and it'll change all the way up till, I'm done with the cycle. Like, he said it perfectly the way he said it, and that's what they do. So for anyone to go, The Rock too, does he take stuff, does he not? I mean, let's not be fucking stupid, okay? None of us are fucking stupid, right? We know what The Rock fucking looks like. Right? We know that's not what he fucking used to look like when he was younger. Although he was genetically blessed to be big, we know that his body weight fluctuates up and down. He gets leaner and smaller. Like, he has all the signs of somebody who will take something, right? And he's admitted to taking stuff in the past, and he did it in a way where he wouldn't incriminate himself now. He says, I took that stuff when I was 18. I didn't really like taking it, which he might be taking it now and not like taking it now. A lot of guys don't like taking it. It's just a means to an end to get their physique. But for people to go out there and try to put someone else's business out there when they really don't fucking know, right? I mean, even if you're that person's fucking training partner, right? Even if you were fucking The Rock's training partner and he shared with you what he's doing, he might have shared with you a few of the things he's doing, not even the whole thing, right? Then again, he might have fucking, shared with you just the whole fucking thing, but, the next movie he shoots, it'd be a whole completely different thing. So it's like people that use drugs use different amounts and different combinations over many years. It's not just one thing and they're done. Trust me, if it was that easy, like everything worked for everybody the same way, there was one system, every time you talk to a fucking steroid user, they'd all have the fucking same story. And that's not the way it is. Some guys like Deca, some guys like, I tell you, some guys don't like Tren. Like, I didn't personally like Tren that much. You know what I mean? I didn't see the results that people talk about, this magic that it works. I didn't see that stuff with it. And I had true fin eject. I had Finaplex that we converted into it, which was extremely strong. And we had Parabol and imps from France that were real at the time. You know what I mean? I had the real drugs, and my body responded to testosterone and Danadrol better. We've heard Kevin Levrone talk openly about how he liked, I think it was Anadrol, testosterone, and Deca. Those were the three that he liked, to get big and strong. Now, I'm sure if you ask him, the dosages would be different in different times. You know what I mean? So it's like he had three that he liked, but he'd maybe throw in some equipoise in there or something, maybe throw in some Anavar. Like, things crept in and out as you went along, throwing in some Novadex to cut some edge, like whatever. There was many different combinations of things that everybody does. And to point out, like, well, I know what this person does. You really don't. You really fucking don't. Unless that person actually sits down and comes out and makes a video and says, this is what I'm doing right now. If you have any questions about this right now, contact me right now. We never truly know what someone has or hasn't taken. And I have my notebooks and stuff. I have them up on my website in the BioS3Training.com. Inside the membership section, I have my notebooks. I literally wrote things down. And you could see from point to point to point the things that changed, things that went up, down, swapped in and out, new things that I tried, what I thought about them, whether I pulled them out. I kept detailed records. That was my way of trying to figure out what was going on, because I was realizing these things were just kind of spiraling into control and be thrown in there haphazardly, just trying to figure out what you can do with the vial that you bought from your friend that you don't even know what the fuck it is. I know it's supposed to make me bigger. I never heard of this one before, but Duratestin, we'll use Duratestin. I don't know what the fuck that is. Or Sten, things that you didn't normally see. But the bottom line is, guys, I think it's pretty fucking immature, and I think it's pretty demeaning for people to try to put out other people's business. They really don't know anything about those things. That's so personal to them that even could incriminate them or get them in trouble. Let's say The Rock finally said, no, it's not what I'm taking. That guy, he doesn't want to be known as a fucking steroid user. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be known as one of those guys that loses his fucking cool and beats his wife and throws his kid down a fucking flight of stairs and then goes to the fucking post office and shoots a place up because he took one shot of testosterone. It's been villainized. So of course people are going to keep it a fucking secret. Unless people like this person making the video fucking trying to out The Rock doesn't shut the fuck up. If he shuts the fuck up and things can blow over a long period of time, people don't make a big fucking deal about it, people would be more open about it, right? But if you still fucking keep trying to poke into people's business and shit, they are not going to turn around and tell you their fucking deep, dark secrets about what they fucking take to have a good physique just because you're out there fucking wanting to know. If you're trying to fucking torment them or fucking egg them on or fucking push them into it, of course they're not going to do it. So my thing is, leave them the fuck alone. If they want to tell you, cool. If not, just fucking go out your own way, do your own shit, and don't worry about it. BioStreetTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStreet.com is the blog. It's a do your own shit bicep, and we are out.